Jaime Jarrin is my broadcast partner, my associate as far as the Spanish language radio is concerned, but he's certainly one of the biggest Dodger fans and one of the most accomplished broadcasters, not only in Spanish radio, but in all of sports. And it's a pleasure to work alongside him every single day. My first impressions of Jaime Jarrin is a man that is certainly passionate about what he's doing, passionate about the sports that he covers, and certainly passionate about the fans and the people that he works alongside with. Everything he does is 100%. He's passionate about everything he does on a day in and day out basis, and it's certainly encouraging and fun to see the way that he goes about his business after doing it for so many different decades. He does it with passion, with heart, with joy, and with intensity. When he tells you that he could broadcast 3 different baseball games in a single day, he legitimately means it. He absolutely loves what he does, and hopefully he'll do it for many more years to come. When Jaime came to the Dodgers so many decades ago, the Dodgers were largely a Spanish-speaking fan base. The same could be said today in 2017. Jaime Jarrin has an amazing ability and capability of being able to connect Spanish-speaking fans with their beloved Dodgers, not only today in this day and age, but certainly when the Dodgers first came to Los Angeles from Brooklyn. I think first and foremost what matters to Jaime is his family. He has a tremendous love of family, and he has a very unique opportunity to be able to broadcast Dodger games alongside his son Jorge, and I know that's very important to not only Jaime, but to Jorge as well. His wife Blanca and the rest of their family, very important to him, but he also considers his broadcasters part of the family as well. We have a tremendous working relationship he does with all of the broadcasters that cover the Dodgers, not only in the Spanish radio side, but certainly on the Spanish television side and on the English side as well. We are family. We're together all of the time on the road when we cover this team, and we're fortunate to be able to work alongside Jaime Jarrin.
My first impressions of Jaime Jarrin take me all the way back through all the phases of our relationship, from a rookie player learning to get to know the #1 voice on the Spanish side of the Dodger networks, then to think about becoming his friend, then thinking, boy, he's really a good dresser. Boy, he's very much a gentleman, and really becoming one of my role models, one of the Dodger personnel, the Dodger people that you go, that's how a Dodger should act. And then to think about Jaime after retirement and then moving into broadcasting, my impression of him as a mentor, and to think all the things that I've learned from him on how to prepare for a game, watching him do the broadcast as calmly and as friendly and as easygoing as he is, and to understand that not only is he talking to me in English, but in his first language of Spanish, and what he has meant to the whole Los Angeles community. The way Jaime approaches his work is with such ease and grace. It's really not only the way he approaches his work, but his whole complete persona. When you think about how he arrives at the ballpark, greeting everybody, from the person that's guarding the door in the press box to the clubhouse guys to then the players, not ever thinking that when he talks to the players he might need something for the broadcast that night, but there's such an ease about his personality, and he treats everybody with such consistency, and that consistency and that grace is something that impacts you every single day. There are so many people in the Dodger organization that when you say Dodgers, you can think about them. And when you say their name, you immediately think Dodgers. Of course, Vin Scully, Jaime Jarrin, Sandy Koufax, Roy Campanella, Jackie Robinson, Fernando Valenzuela, Clayton Kershaw. But Jaime is in that group. Jaime is one of the people that when you say his name, you think Dodgers. What's most important to Jaime? I would think the question is about his profession. But what's most important to Jaime, and it oozes out of him, is his family. Blanca, the kids, the grandkids, everything about family. And for a ball player to think, I've got to separate work from home life, I don't think Jaime has to separate it at all. I do not think he takes broadcasting home at all, because that person is the same through and through, from broadcasting a game to loving on his family. That's enough. We got